Hey everyone, welcome to Real World English. I'm Mike, and picture this. You're in a meeting. Your boss is explaining the new quarterly strategy, and after 5 minutes, you're sitting there thinking,
I have absolutely no idea what you just said, but I'm way too embarrassed to admit it. I'm Sarah, and we've all been there.
exactly. So today, we're diving into all the different ways you can say, I don't understand, without sounding like a broken record or like you just started learning English yesterday.
Right, because let's be honest, saying I don't understand 5 times in one conversation gets pretty awkward pretty fast.
So awkward. All right, let's start with one of my personal favorites. I'm lost. This one's perfect because it shows you were trying to follow along but got confused somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, like, sorry, I'm lost. Could you go back to the part about the budget projections?
Perfect example, and it's way more polite than just saying what. Another really useful one is, could you repeat that? It's formal enough for professional settings, but casual enough for everyday conversations.
Mm-hmm. And here's a pro tip. You can make it even more specific by saying, could you repeat the part about, and then mention what you need clarified.
Great point. Now here's one that's super common in casual conversation. I'm not following. It's like saying you started following the conversation, but somewhere along the way you took a wrong turn.
Right, exactly. And speaking of visual metaphors, one of my absolute favorites is that went over my head.
Oh, I love that one. It's such a visual way to say something was too complex or advanced for you. Like, imagine the information literally flying over your head because it was too high level.
Exactly. It's perfect for technical stuff. Like, sorry, all that computer programming talk went completely over my head.
Now, if you want to be really direct but still polite, you can just say, I'm confused. It's honest, straightforward, and most people actually appreciate the honesty.
True, and you can make it even better by being specific about what's confusing you. Like, I'm confused about the timeline, or I'm confused about how this connects to what we discussed earlier.
Yes, being specific shows you're actively trying to understand. Here's a more formal one. Could you clarify that? This is perfect for business meetings or academic settings.
Definitely sounds more professional. And here's a casual one that Americans use all the time. I didn't catch that. It's like saying the words flew by too fast for you to grab them.
Right, supernatural. You'll hear it constantly in American movies and TV shows. Another one that's really diplomatic is, that doesn't make sense to me. It's not saying the person is wrong, just that you can't understand it from your perspective.
Good point. Very tactful. Now, here's one that's more informal. I'm not with you. It's like saying you and the speaker aren't on the same page mentally.
Yeah, casual, but not rude. And speaking of casual, there's also come again, which is basically asking someone to repeat what they said, but it's pretty informal.
Right. You'd use that with friends or family, not in a job interview. And here's another good one. You lost me. It's like saying you were following along, but at some point the person left you behind.
I like that one, and you can even say exactly where you got lost. You lost me at the part about quantum physics. Very helpful for the speaker to know where to back up.
Absolutely. All right, let's do a quick role play to show these in action. Mike, pretend you're explaining something super technical to me.
Okay, so Sarah, to optimize your website's performance, you need to compress your images, minify your CSS and JavaScript, implement lazy loading, and configure your CDN with proper cache headers.
Whoa, okay, you lost me at minify. Could you clarify what that means exactly?
Sure. Minifying just means removing unnecessary spaces and characters from your code to make the files smaller.
Got it. But I'm still not following the part about lazy loading. That went completely over my head.
Right. Lazy loading means images only load when someone actually scrolls down to see them, instead of loading everything at once. See how much smoother that conversation flowed when you asked for clarification?
Exactly. And notice I used different phrases instead of just repeating, I don't understand. It kept the conversation natural and showed I was engaged.
Perfect example. Now, here's something really important for our listeners. Your tone of voice matters just as much as the words you choose. You want to sound genuinely curious, not frustrated or annoyed.
So true. If you sound irritated when you say, I don't understand, people might think you're blaming them for being unclear. But if you sound curious and engaged, they'll be happy to explain more.
Exactly. And here's another tip. Don't apologize too much. You don't need to say, I'm so sorry, I'm really stupid, but I don't understand. Just say, I'm not following, or could you clarify that? Keep it simple and confident.
Yes, not understanding something doesn't make you stupid, it makes you human. Even native speakers ask for clarification all the time.
So true. All right, let's do a quick recap. We covered, I'm lost. Could you repeat that? I'm not following. That went over my head. I'm confused. Could you clarify that? I didn't catch that. That doesn't make sense to me. I'm not with you. Come again? And you lost me.
That's a solid toolkit right there. Now, we want to hear from you. Which of these phrases sounds most natural to you? And have you ever been in a situation where you were too embarrassed to ask for clarification?
Drop a comment and let us know. We love hearing your stories and experiences. And if this episode helped you out, please share it with other English learners who might benefit from these tips.
And don't forget to subscribe to the Real World English channel for more practical lessons like this one. We post new episodes every week with real-world phrases and expressions that you'll actually use in conversations.
That's right. We focus on the English you really need for work, travel, friendships, and everyday life. Sarah, this was such a fun episode today.
I had a blast too. And remember, everyone, asking for clarification is actually a sign of intelligence, not confusion. It shows you're engaged and you care about understanding.
Beautifully said. Keep practicing these phrases and they'll become second nature. Thanks for spending time with us today, everyone.
Thanks for listening. Keep learning, keep growing, and most importantly, never be afraid to say you don't understand something. Until next time, this is Sarah.
And Mike saying goodbye from Real World English.
See you next week.